Hi, I'm Valerie Brown. This is my bookstore, Lightly Used Books. We sell books that are second hand here of almost all genres, with the exception of textbooks. We opened the store in July 2010, so we've been open for over 2 years now. Downtown area is very nice for people to go and spend an afternoon, and they can walk. We're just down the street from there, so it's nice coming to visit the downtown area at Turlock. I have always loved books and reading, and my mother always took me to the library, and I'd read a few books. If I read 10 books, I got to go buy a brand new book at the store, and that was really a huge incentive for me. And I like going to antique shows and hunting up rare books. I've always enjoyed that as well. I have a lot of favorite books. I like Confederacy of Dunces and I like Geek Love. They're two that just stand out. I run the shop most of the time. Occasionally I get help from my family. The store is dedicated to my husband's uncle, Jack Kelso. He passed away valiantly in the Korean War, saving other people's lives. He received the Medal of Honor for that posthumously. I recently got my teaching credential because I love literacy. I wanted to teach reading and to little children. I see too many people that don't like books. They think books are boring, but the opportunity presented itself to open a bookstore, so I get to promote literacy this way. I sold almost all my books, and I cry on the inside when some of those books get sold, but I needed to start the store. I used to go to a lot of antique shows, swap meets, and I've accumulated a large amount of old, interesting looking items that look nice decorating the shelves in the store. I think it gives it a homey feel in here. I have some lithographs here of Ives before they were Courier knives, a quartet of pictures. The horror section, we have some scary props. In the war section, we have some memorabilia. In the sci-fi section, we have my son's toys and Star Wars and Gundams, and my Halloween Star Trek costumes from a few years ago. We try to carry books to suit as many customers as we can. We have comic books, we have a large history section, military, quite a few World War I books. We have lots of romance, fiction, paperbacks, hardcovers, antique rare books. We have a nice selection of first edition Mark Twain's. We have some Life magazines that date between the 30s and 40s. It was almost a complete set when we purchased them, and they came from a local gentleman who was away at war, and they were delivered to his house while he was gone, and stayed in perfect, pristine, unread condition in boxes. He never read them when he came home, so we were really fortunate to have those come into the store. We get a lot of interesting characters in our store. We've made friends with a lot of people in Turlock. It's really nice to get to know people over the years.
I walked by here when it first opened, or at least very close to that time. I've been buying books off and on from him for the last year and a half. No, is that how long he's been open? 2.5 years, somewhere. 2 years, I think. Right? I'm very, I think the word is eclectic in my choices, because I read a lot of different kinds of things. I've always liked sci-fi. I'm a sci-fi collector.
Yeah. I'd like to think my role in the community is just making books accessible to everyone. The store has evolved since we opened. We started off with one section of the store. Within months, we realized that we need more shelves. We need more shelf space, and the shelves are arranged in such a way as to allow all people to be able to access each area in a second. Our store has a Facebook page, our own website that I designed, and we can look up if somebody knows the author or the title to a book. Generally, I can find out where that book is and find the book on the shelf if I have it. I have a painting on the ceiling in the store. It's a painting for a class that I did at Stanislaus University. My future plans for the store are not so much to grow in square footage, but to grow in quality and the scope of the books that I do have.